Welcome all to this informative video on the phenomenon that is assortative mating, where we will discuss what this means, how it was tested on a species of lady beetle, and the implications for evolutionary science. Assortative mating is a process whereby individuals of one or both sexes of a population have a mating preference for individuals with a certain phenotypic trait, or in other words, the tendency of similar individuals to mate with each other. Most commonly, this occurs in the form of body size, where larger individuals choose to mate with equally large individuals, resulting in a pattern of size-assortative mating. Assortative mating is described in the literature as the most common mating pattern across animal species and can even be observed in humans. For example, taller females having a preference for taller males, or individuals of a certain culture or religion coupling only with individuals of the same culture or religion. Assortative mating has various implications for the fitness, gene pool, and demographics of a species population. An interesting case of this trend is in maize weevils, where larger males were often associated with insecticide immunity, and females preferred this larger size, thereby conferring this immunity on their offspring. Assortative mating is also predicted to be a driver of speciation. Populations within a species begin to diverge as a result of continued preferential mating between individuals with similar phenotypes, and this causes reproductive isolation. Over time, this mating pattern promotes separation between the populations until new species are formed entirely. As a result, assortative mating can have major effects on the evolution and progression of species and is an important contributing factor to biodiversity. The potential causes of this mating pattern are mate availability, sexual selection, and mating constraints. In regards to mate availability, certain sizes may be available for mating at different times, resulting in increased sexual interactions of individuals within that certain size group. Sexual selection as a driver involves one or both sexes preferring to mate with larger individuals, an advantage that exists in favor of larger individuals, resulting in sexual competition where the largest males will succeed over smaller males in mating for the largest females. In terms of mating constraints, the size difference of individuals from each sex prevents mating in some way. In this study, we were interested in the following question: does size-assortative mating occur in the spotted amber lady beetle? Assortative mating based on size and color has been documented in other species of lady beetle, but in no form has it been documented in this particular species. And so this presents a clear gap in knowledge ready to be explored. And in general, the behaviors of invertebrate species across the world and in Australia are largely unknown. The causes of size-assortative mating is also rarely examined, and so the study is aimed at first establishing a non-random mating pattern and then allowing opportunity for future experimental designs to test the causes and benefits or detriments of assortative mating on the species. To test this question, 30 couples of spotted amber lady beetle were collected at Smith's Lake Field Station. The couples were collected while in the act of mating, where the male, which would be mounted on the back of the female, was marked with paint. The length of body and width of abdomen of the male and female was then measured for each pair, and that data was put through a statistical analysis to assess whether a correlation between the body size of each sex existed across the 30 pairs. And interestingly, no correlation was observed whatsoever. There was no evidence of size-assortative mating, suggesting perhaps that the mating pattern of the spotted amber lady beetle is largely random. A possible reason for this was perhaps an absence of a strict male preference for larger females, or the lack of sexual competition between males, meaning there wasn't enough opportunity for male-to-male conflict to occur and for larger males to succeed. As a result, we can suggest that a size-assortative mating does not occur in populations of the spotted amber lady beetle. However, this null result is still a result and answers an otherwise unanswered question in biological and evolutionary science. And it also does not mean assortative mating doesn't occur at all, but rather just that strong mating selection for body size doesn't appear to exist in this particular species, or at least not in this particular habitat. This outcome allows future studies to explore other potential for non-random mating, given that size does not appear to drive assortative mating. Thank you.